Good morning. So crap to cream, and we've now moved into the brake circuit area. So this was, as no doubt a lot of you now will know, was a left-hand drive that's been converted to a right-hand drive. So these two here, they come from the master cylinder, and then they go in. One goes into here and the other one goes into here. So they go into there and to there. So this one then goes off to the left, the right hand front, and this one goes to the left hand front. And then this one goes to the rear. So the top, this one here, rear, front, 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 so front, front, master cylinder, rear, which doesn't appear to be right according to the diagrams that I've seen. So I now have a servo. So I have the choice of taking the windscreen washer bottle out of here and moving it to here, as on the later model, if I've got enough room, or move it over to here in the front guard here somewhere, and put the servo over there and do a single line servo. Or do I go with the later model dual line servo, but then I need the bracket that holds the master cylinder and the pedal box control, the pedal mechanism. So I'm just in a bit of a quandary as to what to do here, and after a bit of advice. So my other one is a 1977, and that has the servo on the pedal box, and it has 3 connections coming out. So 1 goes to the rear and 2 go to the front. So the back 2 go to the front 2 brakes, and the front 1 goes to the rear brakes, which seems like a very simple system. The single line system seems to have a union over here, which then goes 1 front, 1 back. So it has the 3 connections on it. So these pressure regulator switches, or this pressure switch here, is now no longer available. And the one in the drawing doesn't have a connection coming in here, but anyway. So I've got copper brake line. I've got a spare servo just lying around in the shed, as you do. So I'm just wondering what to do, and I'm just after a little bit of advice from people who know which circuit goes with which model. So this is, as I said, a 1974, and because it had a dual line master cylinder and no servo going to this little manifold over here, and the brake switch is on the cover. So the brake switch is on the cover, as you can see there, plus master cylinder obviously, and then this is the brake master cylinder. So just what do I do here? I'm just a little bit stuck. Just a little bit stuck. So Carsten, thank you very much indeed for all your information, and no doubt you'll have an answer to this in your little portfolio somewhere. Or Steve, over in South Australia, you might have an answer. So the earlier models were quite simple, and the later model, this between 68 to 74, 75 seems to be a little bit of a hodgepodge. So all the wiring's removed now, as you will be no doubt see. Not much of that left around. I've started to clean the inside of the engine bay. I don't know whether I'm going to paint it. I don't know yet. I might go for the patina look. That might just, the brakes. Now while I've got all the, because I took the master cylinder pedal box out so I can get the cable out of the body, but in the end I just used pliers, and I cut the cable because I just got over it a little bit. After, as was referred to as my little Christmas decoration over here now has been removed. What an absolute mess that is. But anyway, we'll get the new one. I'm going to fix that in. I'm going to do away with this because that's not worth anything really. And then I've just got to work out what I'm going to do with the rest of it. So yeah, any information about the brake system, it's a relatively straightforward system. It's just that when you come to get parts, like the pedal box assembly for the later 1977 model, I'm sure it'll fit in there, but trying to find one, they seem to be no longer available, just much like the pedal box holder is for the other one that I've got. It is no longer available, but it's not in a bad condition, so I can use it again. I'm just, which way do I go with the brake lines? So any suggestions welcome, and thank you very much indeed for your support as usual, subscribers, etc, etc. And I will continue on, and I'll take any advice that I can get. I think I'm going to retube it. I've got enough copper brake line down there, and I can use the fittings to get, and I've got a flaring kit, so I can make it all work. It's just which is the best circuit to go with. Oh, frustrating. I don't mind moving the washer bottle. That'll have to come. That'll have to go. But anyway, thank you very much indeed. Try and keep it as short as I can.